Hi friends, so I'm not sure if this video is gonna work because my cat is right here and he might bolt or something. I don't really want to, interrupt his cuddle. Cuddle. Um, yeah, I talked to him about, a little bit, like my kitty voice, but whatever. So my cat is right here. You won't be able to see him because he's not that close to me. He's toward the bottom of the bed. But he's here. Anyway, so this will be, I thought would be short, but I'm already rambling. Basically, I will do another video about this because I promised, like, a video on, if you need resources on learning, to be looking how to look for signs, and I have like a small like resource list. I don't have physical copies of every book, so I it won't necessarily be like showing you the books, but I do have some resources, and that will be a separate video because I just don't have. It is the middle of the night right now, and I don't have everything together yet. Like, the titles are in my head right now, but I need to make sure that I have all the information together. So that is coming. It might actually post the same day as this, but I am recording this like midweek right now. And I just wanted to say, like, in terms of my orientation, I am what is called a soft polytheist, which basically means that to me it's all one, for lack of a better term, like one godly power. There's like one power in the universe, but to acknowledge the facets of it, it's like facets of a diamond, and I feel very strongly to acknowledge all of the facets, like acknowledge angels, acknowledge the underworld deities, acknowledge all of them, because they all are, to me, they have distinct personalities, and I believe that I have a lot of I don't have a lot of like ghostly activity around me because I do shield from that for various reasons. If you're wondering about the stickers on my wall, it's because my wall has like weird spots. They're not like dangerous or anything, but they freak me out. So I covered them with stickers, and then sometimes the stickers freak me out. Yeah, especially at night. But yeah, so just like I do acknowledge them as having distinct personalities, and generally like approaching the whole thing with curiosity. Like, I did study psychology. I'm not saying this is at all a prerequisite. I'm just saying that I studied psychology because I thought it would be helpful. I haven't actually found it to be that helpful, but it did give me like sort of an analytical kind of brain. I have no idea how I got this scratch. Like, no idea where that came from. But anyway, so I just like have this kind of like analytical slash curious approach, and so I am told that, like, if I ask more and better questions, I will get more and better answers. And so there was a period of time I was very sick, and like all I could do was literally lie in bed asking the universe questions. Like, that was my life for a while. I still significantly, like, okay, so I did have a troll, and they were basically like, wow, you're disabled, like, what a pathetic thing. And it's like, it's not a secret that I'm a disabled YouTuber. It's not a secret that I'm neurodivergent. Some, like, right now, I will just say, if it's like, what is the angle of this video? Right now I am filming and I am attached to a heating pad because, I am just having, like, epic, back and hip pain right now. And so but the heating pad gave me the energy to film. So I'm filming, and I mean, this is my life. And I decided to be physically visible on camera when I started this YouTube, because, like, that was, like, a big thing that stopped me from starting YouTube much earlier. Like, I had the idea for my YouTube channel 10 years before I started it. And then I was like, you know what? I need to be able to be, like, not afraid of being seen. And, I don't really get trolls. Like, that was literally only my second troll. But it's not a secret that I'm disabled. It's not a secret that I have, like, health issues and I'm neurodivergent. And so I do have sort of, like, I don't know, I'm not going to say, like, it makes me more curious, but my brain is going in a lot of different directions. It makes me curious about sort of, if you've ever heard about writers and people watching, it's like that. I was a pretty prolific writer. I haven't been writing as much recently. But I am, like, pretty prolific. Like, I've I've written a lot. I've written a lot in my life. And, so, the people watching, like, kind of extends to, like, I guess I do the equivalent of, like, people watching, but in the astral realm. It's not necessarily literally visual watching of things, but it's like asking questions and waiting for the answer. I have a certain way that I was taught how to find signs, and it's not necessarily the same way that everyone teaches it. That's why I'm still gathering the books and resources, because I have the titles and everything in my head, but I have to figure out how to, like, summarize them and make sure I have everything that I'm thinking of. And it will be a separate video, because I promised that video. But I would just say, like, honestly, approaching it with, like, curiosity. The thing about it is that, like, once they notice, so I do a lot of research. Right now, I am deep in research of certain things, because I started to have different aspects of the one power, different than usual, are, like, approaching me. I've never met them before, so I went deep into research. And I'm not saying, like, everyone needs to research, but there are some deities where I would say I wouldn't want to, like, just off the fly, like, work with them without research and, like, coming at it with, like, deep respect. So I would say, like, curiosity and respect, when you're, like, what would be the word for this? Like, projecting that into the universe, they notice that. And it does increase your amount of signs and stuff like that. So before I give my resource list, I will give a book list and maybe some. I don't know if I'm also doing websites, because honestly I would have to look separately for that. But I definitely have some books. I promised a book list for people who are like, I'm not getting signs. But the other thing I would say, if you're like, I'm not getting signs, okay, you may need to just reframe. You may need to just reframe it to like understanding that you are in a conversation. So this is how, I'm not saying you have to, but this is how I sort of reframe it, especially when I'm like, oh my God, I'm not, even I am like, oh, I haven't gotten a sign. I don't know, like, what's going on. Like, mostly, like, there's a lot of times I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I have a thing. One of my guides came back recently. He's been quieter. And sometimes that happens, like, they rotate in and out of who's quieter, who's not quieter, or whatever. And so then I'm like, wow, I have like a puzzle now because I don't know why he was quieter. So so sometimes I'm like, why? I'm like, why did that happen? And I'm like, why didn't I get signs from that guide for a while? So I still, I get, it's not all about getting signs. It's really about creating mutual respect and reciprocity. And that's been a process. And I would say that I started having like that conversation with my team around 13, 14 years ago, because I told them that I wouldn't really accept help from them unless it was a reciprocal relationship. That was like a big moment in our evolution. And I've probably mentioned that in a couple of other videos because it really was like a big deal for me. I was like, at first I was like, I can't accept help from you unless it's reciprocal. And then I understood that I could accept help from them, but I still didn't really ask for. I was like curious about them. I was asking a lot of questions, but that's not the same thing as asking for help. But now many years into it, I am comfortable asking for help because a lot of different circumstances changed so that I had to start asking for help for a lot of reasons. Nothing like it wasn't like death's door kind of stuff, but it was like I was like I better ask for help with this. So I would just say like curiosity, respect, and like just like sort of beaming that into the universe, and then you start having experiences. But you can also put boundaries on it, which I need to do another boundary. I always need to do another boundary video. For me personally, I'm comfortable working with my guides and angels. I'm not like that comfortable with my ancestors for a lot of reasons, like many different reasons. So I don't do as much ancestor work. I only work with ancestors where we have like a mutual understanding. Because I've met some ancestors who are like not that happy with me, and it's been unpleasant. Like they have their own stuff to deal with, and they are like not really up on current life stuff, and they're dealing with their own stuff, and they're not really friendly with me. So I only work with like benevolent ancestors, and it's a limited number. So I'm more comfortable with guides and angels. That's just what I do. I am not pushing, like nobody has to like believe in angels or anything like that to follow this channel. But I do want to wrap this up. I hope this is helpful, and I will make another video, and I don't know if they'll post on the same day, because I guess I'm heading into Thursday right now as I am recording this. So my goal is this will go up on Monday. I won't be having a video every Monday, but Monday is when I post videos. So I don't know if the book list, because I just have to get my thoughts together about these books. So I don't really know. but I don't know if they'll go up on the same day or the next 2 Mondays. But I will, upload this soon and set it up for Monday. And I hope it's helpful to you. And again, sorry about the angle of this video. I am literally like on a heating pad right now.